After the 3rd year of marriage, I found in my husband's cell phone that he gave his lover notes little dog. But in front of my face tender comfort each other do not cry. That night I dumped 7 jewelry cabinets of apology necklaces into the shredder. Just because my phone just received a message Chin Group has completed the holding of Lou, Missy can divorce at any time. Lucas didn't come home all night. When he returned, I was enjoying breakfast. A brand new Bulgari necklace was placed on the table. "Sherry, a gift for you," he said. I gave a faint Perhaps my reaction was too casual. He paused, then kissed my forehead. "Be good, I'm going to take a shower." The sound of running water came from the bathroom. His phone, left on the table, vibrated occasionally. I unlocked it. The password was my birthday. Inside were unread chat messages. The other person was flirting with him. "Pretty please, take me to Disneyland this weekend? I was so good last night." Lucas replied, "Let me see your chest first." The contact was saved as Little Puppy. The other person sent a photo almost instantly. Pink, sexy lace. I estimated it was an E-cup. I held the phone and sent a voice message to the contact. "He's in the shower." The next second, the phone was snatched away. "Sherry, you're going through my phone?" Lucas questioned accusingly. I looked up. "It's quite big. No wonder you like it." "I like it too." He stared at me, frowning. "Don't talk nonsense. The young girl is innocent." He fidgeted with the phone as it rang. Little Puppy spoke with a tearful voice. "Lucas, is Mrs. Chen angry? Should I explain to her?" Lucas's expression turned sympathetic as he comforted her softly. "It's okay, don't cry." I yawned, about to turn and leave, feeling bored. A hand restrained me as Lucas gazed at me intently. "You don't care?" I was confused. "Care about what?" His face suddenly darkened. We stared at each other for a few seconds. Lucas grew angrier. "Fine," he spat. He slammed the door shut. Faintly, I could hear him comforting the girl. "Don't cry, you'll turn into a little flower dog. I'll come see you soon." I glanced over. There was a cabinet next to the door. 7 shelves full of Bulgari necklaces. Lucas's apology gifts over these 3 years. When I was 8, I became the true heiress of the Chen family, treading carefully in my new home. My parents favored the fake heiress, Tara. Tara's childhood sweetheart was Lucas. They were inseparable since childhood, until I appeared. On the day the Chen family was busy celebrating Tara's graduation, everyone forgot my birthday. I bought a cake alone and hid in the backyard to eat it. When Lucas came, I was stomping on the unfinished cake. He raised an eyebrow and said, "What a waste." I glared at him. "None of your business." I ignored his intrigued look and ran off. After that, Lucas would invite me along when he and Tara went out. When rich boys teased me, he would coldly fight them. When Tara drugged and framed me, he recklessly drove to save me, spending 3 months in the hospital. On my birthday, he set off fireworks across the city for me. He protected me so fiercely that everyone knew. People joked that he was protecting his future wife. He didn't deny it. I believed it too. So when I heard the Chen family wanted to marry me off to someone else, I immediately went to Lucas. "Either you marry me, or you watch me marry someone else. Lucas, you choose." That night, he coaxed me into losing my virginity. Our fingers intertwined, skin touching skin. As we reached the climax together, he bit my earlobe and whispered in a low voice, "I, Lucas, will never betray you in this lifetime." With the deed done, I naturally became Mrs. Chen. He kept his word. Flowers everywhere, jewelry worth hundreds of millions, and a wedding dress that took top designers 5 years to complete. The guest list spanned political, business and entertainment circles. Luxury hotels across the city were fully booked, and the wedding venue was Lucas's family's private villa. Faced with countless media questions, he only replied, "Because she's Sherry Chen. She deserves it." The thing high society has no shortage of his gossip. The first time Lucas cheated, I was having afternoon tea with other wealthy wives. They were chatting about which husband was hiding a mistress, whose husband took his mistress to the Maldives. One wife sighed to me, "I really envy your husband. He protected you so fiercely before marriage." Marrying him, I smiled shyly, "is probably the happiest thing in my life." That wife smiled and nodded in agreement. That girl showed up at our door that very day. She had a high ponytail, youthful and vibrant, and extended her hand to me directly. "Mrs. Chen, I'm Lucas's lover." She spoke frankly. "Lucas said he likes me best in bed, much more interesting than Mrs. Chen." For the first time in my life, I couldn't control my upbringing and slapped her. I thought the girl was simply provoking me, until the day I received a video she sent. On a luxury yacht was a wild party of socialites. The atmosphere was lively, the lights dazzling. Lucas lounged lazily on a sofa. In the dim light, his expression was unclear. A girl's legs were draped over his, her skin glaringly white. Everyone was chanting, "Kiss, kiss." Lucas's fingers gripped the girl's chin as he leaned in to kiss her. The next second, the girl started unbuttoning his shirt. The phone suddenly fell to the ground. My chest felt like it was blocked by a stone, pain spreading to my heart. When Lucas came home, I showed him the video. Why? I questioned him over and over. In an instant, all the grievances rushed to my head. Tears rolled down like broken strings of pearls. I looked at him with pleading eyes, tugging at his sleeve. "Tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'll change, okay? She made a scene in front of you?" Lucas rubbed his brow. "I'll have someone take care of her." No explanation, no comfort. Lucas seemed to have watched a farce, unmoved. I collapsed to the ground, sweeping the porcelain to the floor, hysterical. "Get out." Lucas sighed finally, trying to straighten me up. "Sherry, you're the only one in my heart." He pulled me into his arms. "No one can replace you. I love you." My rationality returned as I struggled to meet his gaze. "Then can you stop seeing other women?" Lucas, please, be good, be sensible. He continued, just focus on being Mrs. Chen. Those light words. Words like knives, cutting to the bone, stabbing my internal organs with pain. That night, he took me several times. Each time at the height of passion, he repeatedly promised in my ear, Sherry, I love you. I felt my tears had run dry, not knowing how to respond. After that girl disappeared. When attending gatherings, different women were by his side. Every time a scandal broke, he would give me a necklace. Every morning I woke up afraid of not seeing him, yet afraid of seeing him. I started refusing his touch, fearing smelling different perfumes. I started fearing going online, afraid of seeing gossip about him and other women. I started fearing calling him, afraid of hearing unwanted sounds. On nights he didn't come home, I didn't know how I managed to keep my eyes open until dawn. Some wives advised me, think positively, all men are like that. Little puppy was indeed different. Lucas hadn't come home for 2 months because of her. Compared to previous women, this could be considered doting. But when I saw her in person at home, I was stunned. For the first time, Lucas brought someone home. The girl was as delicate as a flower, with a gentle and outstanding temperament. In the dim morning light, I saw Lucas kneeling on the ground, tending to the girl's wound. His movements were gentle, his face doting. Does it hurt? He asked. The girl shook her head. Lucas, I'm fine. Sunlight shone through the window onto them. This scene made me unsteady. The girl noticed me first. Like a frightened rabbit, she said, Mrs. Chen, I'll leave right away. Sensible, obedient, discreet. Lucas held her back, introducing her to me frankly. Sherry, this is my new secretary Tiffany. I nodded. Then I heard him continue. Tiffany will be accompanying me to a charity gala later. You two have similar builds. Let her choose a dress from your closet. I looked at him in disbelief as I watched them go upstairs. The closet was full of new seasonal styles. Tiffany browsed through them before her fingers landed on a cheongsam in the corner. She timidly asked me, can I try this one? I glanced over. This cheongsam was one of the wedding dresses from our marriage. Fine silk, exquisite embroidery. I had carefully put it away in the closet. Sometimes I would take it out to look at, comforting myself that love hadn't disappeared. Lucas once said, this dress, only my wife can bring out its beauty. I was about to refuse when Lucas directly handed it to Tiffany. Go try it on. I suddenly couldn't understand Lucas anymore. A few minutes later, Tiffany came out in the dress. She did look good. A slender waist, the neckline revealing ambiguous red marks, showcasing my husband's good mood last night. Tiffany twirled on the spot, then sincerely said to me, thank you Mrs. Chen, I'll wash the dress and return it after I use it. No need. I refused, feigning composure. Tiffany's face paled for a moment. She looked to Lucas for help. Sherry, what's wrong? Lucas sighed helplessly, patting my head. Don't be petty. Tonight's gala is important. No need to return it. I find it dirty. I stared at him, enunciating each word. The words were quite blunt. Lucas was stunned for a moment. He lowered his eyes, seeming to realize something. Then I'll buy you a new one. Recently. Okay, I interrupted him. Aren't you too busy? Lucas chuckled dryly. Sherry, are you chasing us out? You used to be so clingy, cooking soup for me, picking out my clothes every morning. Now you don't do anything. His words carried a hint of grievance. Lucas, how should I tell you? When I eagerly waited for you to drink the soup I made, you'd rather squat by the roadside eating dumplings with your new flame. The tie I carefully knotted for you became a tool for bedroom flirtation.